Content warning. We have fun and laugh a lot during the process of making this podcast, but some of the movies we watch have adult situations. That means we may use language that isn't suitable for children, as well as topics that could be triggering for some. We want you to enjoy our podcast, and that means taking care of yourself and feeling safe. Thanks for listening. Hold back a burp for this.
Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understand. I'm already being possessed. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast. For it is the number of man, and his number is 666.
Oh, shit, fuck. Holy.
And they looked, and lo, a lamb stood at the mount of Sion by...
Mercury Scion? Is that a
Mercury Sion?
Isn't that a kind of car?
Yeah, but Sion is the maker.
Is Mercury not a maker?
Mercury is also a maker, so they can't. That's why it can't be a Mercury Scion.
Sorry.
Is my point.
I thought you said Scion isn't the maker. Sorry, that's why I was like, so that would make sense. I just French kissed the mic, but I also don't know anything about cars. I know a lot about the Bible. And by a lot, I mean I refuse to ever read it ever again.
That's seriously the first time I've read any portion of it in decades, I feel like.
Oh yeah, decades. I
got this Pacific Bible in like junior high.
Oh my God, wow. I used to
Maybe there's dedication.
As a teen.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Presented to Keith McKinney.
Aw.
By Edna McKinney in my own little kid handwriting.
Aww.
September 25, 1984.
Oh my
So,
God.
Not junior high.
You were 9 years old.
I was in college by then.
I was not born yet. I was not born. Wait, what time? When was it? What was the date?
September 25.
September 25. I might have been
84.
Yeah. I might have been like a zygote or something, but
A zeitgeist.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I had like pretty intense oh my God, that's so sad.
I just found in the front of the Bible where it also has the thing I just read, the presentation. We also have pages like Holy Matrimony, blank, Wives Family Tree, Husband's Family Tree, Births, Marriages, and then the final one is Deaths. And only one entry, Don McKinney.
Oh,
that was my dad. So sad. Welcome to the pod.
I've been trying to say, like, when I was a young teen, or actually a youth, about when I was 13, I was brought to the realization that the things I was experiencing, that I was terrified were like some sort of like demonic possession or something, were actually just severe panic attacks that I was having. So I got insanely, I like definitely did go hardcore religion, and I would read the Bible every night. And I read all the way through.
Did that help your anxiety?
It didn't. I would read the Bible every night, and I read the Bible through at least like twice.
Cover to cover?
Yeah. Yep.
Which version?
King James version.
All right.
Yeah. Old school, baby. Because I didn't like other versions. Like, because the Bible's boring enough. So, like, to use plain language
agreed.
is like, oh my God, it's just like torturous. Like, King James at least makes it sound kind of pretty sometimes so you can get through it. But, like, the new King James or like NIV.
NIV.
Oh my God. I hated when people, because like the NIV is also like what they read in like youth group. They're like, Jesus came out and he was like, hey bros, what's up, y'all? I want to talk to you about something really cool. And I'm like, oh my God, what the no. And oh God. Youth group was pretty painful though. Yeah. Not that anyone would know. I mean, listeners.
Well,
I doubt the majority of our listeners were grew up in hardcore Christian environments. But the reason why this podcast, this is an unmentionable, a dishonorable unmentionable, the reason why we're starting it this way is because we watched the prophecy movies, at least the first 3 of them.
The first 3.
With Christopher Walken.
Yeah. He dips after that?
We did that because I was very convinced that I had seen these movies as a teen.
That's why you did it.
Yeah. But that's why I was like, oh man, I know I've seen and I had not seen any of them. I was very convinced that I had seen at least part of one of them, and we got all the way to 3 and I was like, okay, I don't know what I thought I saw, but it was not this. I have no idea what the fuck I saw that is very weird. Yeah. And maybe I saw it and I just am misremembering it to such a strong degree, but yeah.
Do you think it could have been one of the later ones?
No, because I was the
After
later ones
3?
like the Prophecy 3 came out like after the year, or like in the year 2000 or something.
In the year 2000.
And I saw it when I was like, I don't know, probably like 14 or 15, whatever I saw. Because I have like very specific like cable memories, and like we didn't have cable, and like I was like, it was like very strict movie rules in my house growing up, and so I only ever saw things when I was at other people's houses, and
Samesies.
Yeah, and that would have been when I was like very like a young 14, 15-year-old. Because we moved out of like,
I wonder what it was. Do you what?
No, I just like someone. It's like it ends like someone giving birth, and like none of them end with anyone giving birth. So I was like, oh,
not even the second one.
No, she's pregnant. Like it ends with her having. Which it doesn't make sense because like the first one, like I don't know, I really really enjoy like stuff that kind of takes the piss out of. I sounded like I was about to cry, but I had like a little tickle in my throat. I enjoy things that take the piss out of religion. No, I like. Yeah, I like stuff that like takes the mythology of like Christianity or Catholicism or whatever. I mean, they're the same thing, but
don't say that to a Catholic.
Well, Christianity, Catholicism is like a branch of Christianity.
I know, but
it's I know.
Anyway,
so anything that takes like the mythology surrounding it and like makes up a story that's like, ooh, angel, like it's, I'm not defending it or saying like it's not problematic, but it's one of the reasons why I enjoyed Supernatural, the TV show, because it really, really gets some like heavy duty like mythology going on from like several different sources, and I enjoy that. I just like that. I like this stuff that doesn't take Christianity seriously and treats it like it is the same thing, the same way they treat like Roman mythology and Greek mythology and all that shit. I love it, and I'm all about that because I think it is a very interesting source to gather creative material. So I'm like a big fan of that, but I don't like things that are obviously like, I don't want to see something that's pushing a Christian agenda, because that's just weird.
Well, I know you're a big fan of the Left Behind movies.
No, I'm just a big fan of Kirk Cameron.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just his general presence.
Except for Growing Pains. Before
he took his career seriously.
Right.
Yeah, but the prophecy movies. The first one's like
first one's okay.
The first one's interesting. I mean, like, I feel like the first one, I thought it was going to be, they got darker and darker with each one.
That was my hope as well.
And I was like, ooh, and because I feel like the second one was kind of not, it was like the same tonality of darkness, but it kind of, like, I feel like it didn't expand the mythology at all.
Right.
And I thought the third one was going to just go off its rocker and do, because it was like the one that had like the, it was like the most, it was just like, it didn't have a plot at all.
So the basic premise is that, you're going to have to help me out because I know I'm going to get it wrong.
So the basic premise is
there's a group of angels led by Gabriel, who is played by, Walken,
Christopher
right?
Walken, yeah.
That are jealous of humanity because they feel like God stopped paying attention to the angels once he created humans.
Yeah, once he created man, yeah.
So they're kind of just like, fuck you.
Well,
right? And
yeah, well, I think
and also that they're fucking with humanity.
Something
right?
like
They want to get rid of humans.
So basically, there's supposed to be a war. It's a prophecy that there's supposed to be a war amongst angels.
Right.
And that
Which
war.
is pretty great.
Right. No, yeah. Again, awesome. Yeah. Love that shit. So
I love that political infighting.
There's the angels that hate humans and the angels that don't. And they're like warring, and they've been warring against each other. It's not, I don't think it's quite, hit the, actual, they're just like,
I thought it was supposed
fighting.
to have like died down or something.
Yeah, like it started and then
it's like an ongoing,
yeah,
uncomfortable stalemate or something.
Yeah, something like that. But the prophecy is like that. I think like, so like if like Gabriel's side wins, he's wiping out humanity. And if the other side wins, they're not.
Right.
And I don't know.
But in theory, I mean, it's sort of implied that like all the disillusioned angels will have to be wiped out, or like
something. Yeah, I don't know.
Shut up and come back to heaven, right?
Yeah, something. Well, yeah, I don't know.
Whatever.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Like,
it's not really clear.
There's a lot of stuff, and like I think like there's like a Nazi soldier or something that possesses a little girl in the first one. Is he not a Nazi? I don't fucking know. I remember they have like World War II.
In the first one?
Yeah, they have like the tapes that they watch.
I don't remember any of that.
Yeah, it's very confusing. Where it's like recorded, where he's like, they have like his skin or something. I don't know. It's like
what
they have like he like opens a container that has like I think Elias Koteas, however you say his name, his character like opens like a chest that belongs to some dude that dies
at the very beginning.
Yeah, but like some I don't know, general's spirit possesses the little girl.
Oh, fuck. Yeah,
and then the whole thing, but like like he's gonna like take over her body or something, or he's gonna use her body, I don't know, and then that's gonna be what's gonna usher in the war or something. But it wasn't very clear, and it was very confusing.
That's coming back. Okay.
And then in the second one, Danielle comes and like knocks up Jennifer Beals. And this is what was confusing, though. I mean, like, the whole plot line of that is that she's pregnant, and like Christopher Walken wants her to get a schmishmortion, and because he doesn't want, the baby.
Oh, because the other side,
and that
made that happen, right?
Yeah, and like the other side is like, no, the
an
baby
angel
will
human hybrid will. It's like the X-Files.
Yeah. And then
fight the future.
But like what I like is that she's like, she gets knocked up by him, Like, and the next day
Immediately.
she's like 4 weeks pregnant,
Right.
and then she just doesn't get any more pregnant throughout the movie, even though it's like at like an
Well,
exponentially.
because then she gives birth.
Well, it doesn't show. It doesn't show it.
Right.
I know, but I'm saying through the.
It's off camera.
But yeah, and it's got, but like the second one has Brittany Murphy in it, who I think she.
Oh,
does,
that's right.
She does such a good. She's so good. Ugh, R.I.P. Man, she was so amazing.
Yeah.
She was such a good.
Well, it's like that. I forget the first guy's name.
But Eric Roberts is in the second one.
Oh, that's right.
Eric
The first one-
Stoltz is in the first one.
Eric Stoltz in the and Virginia Madsen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
No, I mean
know.
like, who can? Ugh, like it's too like. Ugh. It like
I just
disgusts
love
me how.
her wardrobe. Also, she's someone who. How I feel about her role in a movie is very dependent on what they've done with her hair. She gets some real bad hairdos, I feel like.
She just doesn't look. I mean, it's fine, but she just doesn't look as good with dark hair. That's pretty much it.
Oh, that's what it was. But it's also like curly, kind
Her
of.
hair's always curly though.
I know, but like people don't know what to do with that.
No, that's fair. I feel like that's the case with like most people that have curly hair. They're like, should we make it
I know.
messy
Yeah.
or should we straighten it and make it look really thin and awful?
Oh, you have kinky hair? Here's a wig
Yeah.
that you brought. Thank you. I don't know what to do. You want a bald cap?
Man,
But
movies. I will say
also her wardrobe is like
Just
because
all-
it's set in the desert, like where is
New
it, New Mexico
Mexico?
or something?
I like,
All her shirts are tied,
Oh yeah,
under her
bosom.
bosom.
Man, let me just say though, Prophecy 3.
Well, hang on.
Okay, sorry.
2, do we cover everybody? Oh, I was gonna say, because there's this recurring kind of gag almost where Gabriel can take, like he can, if someone's at the brink of death,
Yeah.
he can like reach in and then not possess them, but
No.
they become his
Well, it's
slave kind of,
it's weird because like
and they're
Uh,
they're unable to die until he lets them go,
so
right? Until he kills them.
sort of yes, but okay. Here's the thing. So they make the rule that basically it's suicide. Like it
Okay.
has to be a suicide.
Is that true with?
But then in the first one, because they have that one dude,
Yeah.
and he
I'll
tried
look
to
him
he tried to kill himself, and Gabriel or brought him back, and then he's basically like dead, but his soul is just like kept in his dead body, and he's like barely like alive or whatever, and he's just like, I just want to die, and nothing will kill him because he can't die until like Christopher Walken bids him farewell or whatever, but then he gets killed. I don't remember how, and he goes to like hospice and plucks out Amanda Plummer. Remember, because she's in it for like 5
Yeah,
minutes.
that's who I was going to bring up after you brought up Brittany Murphy
Yeah.
because
But like she doesn't, but like
she's barely in it.
she's barely in it, but also like she's like dying of a disease or something.
Okay, I
like,
couldn't remember.
I
Yeah,
think. Or maybe she tried to, yeah, like she has some, so that's confusing that like the rule is set up that it has to be, because he makes a point of it being like, it has to be like their choice. Like basically like it has to be somebody that's like going to hell.
Oh, okay.
Because like suicide sends you to hell.
So the first guy is Adam Goldberg.
Oh God, I will never remember his name. I will never fucking remember his name. I was like,
anti-Semitic.
It's Kevin, I think. Is that his character's name?
Jerry.
I was like very convinced his name was Kevin. Somewhere.
Also, we forgot to mention that Viggo
Yeah.
Mortensen is in the first one.
What do you
I call him Morgenstern because I had a biology teacher in high school whose last name was Morgenstern.
You like popped in and you were like, when I was like, oh, let's watch Prophecy 2, you're like, I hope Viggo Morgenstern is in this. And you like walked out and I had like a breakdown. I was like, how, what? Viggo
Who?
Morgenstern.
Yeah.
That's like when you order Viggo Mortensen off Wish.
Right. Can I have the Virgo Morgenstein, please?
Shit. Yeah. But yeah, the third one, like it's just like none of it. The second one is just like basically just like Jennifer Beals trying to get like trying to keep her baby, sort of. And Eric Roberts just has a collection of candles that he lights, and he's like, "Hey, girl, you want to check out my candles?" Shout out to Girdler, who can relate.
Yeah, weirdly into bath bombs too. This character.
Yeah, and he just like lights candles, and that's his whole character. Who is he playing though? I forget. We don't need to look it up or remember.
You know, something with an apostrophe.
Angel.
Angel.
Oh,
is he? No, that's not him.
Yeah, no.
Somebody's named Zaphiel or something.
Yeah, that's
that
in the last one, I think.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
They all have like the most ridiculous.
I'm sure they're all.
They're all angel names. They are, but like.
Angel baby. Oh wait, that's Sherry baby.
I know. I was like, what are you saying? Angel baby.
Earth Angel. That's what I should be.
Yeah, but the third one is like the baby that Jennifer Beals has.
Yeah.
Is all grown up and is like
a preacher,
but like
kind of a cult leader.
And again, like it's like so in the first one
right.
There's Amanda Plummer who's hardly in it.
Yeah.
Then in the second one there's Brittany Murphy who's just not in it enough. And in the third one it's oh god.
Brad Dourif.
Yes. Why can I not? I know who he is, and it's just like every time I see his face and I'm like, it's Greg Dandruff. Like I just can't.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's Brad Dourif.
The second one also has Glenn Danzig.
Oh my
god. For 2 seconds.
For 2 seconds. It is so
Eric Roberts in the second movie plays Michael.
Oh god. Ugh.
Excuse me. Michael.
So he no, yeah, the third one is just like Brad Dourif kills the grown-up son of Jennifer Beals, who like died, conveniently, between movies. And
wait, who died?
Jennifer Beals, the mama, his mama.
Mama.
And his name is also conveniently Daniel, but not Junior or anything. He's just like Daniel. Anyway, and he comes back to life after having been like shot by Dourif.
Played by Dave Bozota.
Oh, who? The kid,
Danielle Jr.
And that's basically the whole movie. Then he just like spends the rest of the time just like walking to the desert. And then at the end he just like has like a boss battle with
oh my god.
With this other angel, and like literally it's just them like looking at each other, and one of them has much better makeup than the other, and then he like loses despite
Pyreal.
And then he loses, and then like that's it. Like the
whole
end. Literally the whole movie, and I'm not kidding. Like there's like a bunch of like weird like fight scenes that
there's
don't
a lot
make
of fights
sense.
with Zaphael, and then no, that's pretty much it, isn't it?
Yeah, and well, the dude that there's like a angel that's coming after Danielle, and like Christopher Walken at the end of the second movie gets turned into a human, and so he's a human just following around Danielle, and he's like, "Yeah, I kind of changed my mind about humanity. He's like, I sometimes, I think he like anyway, yeah." He just like is like, oh yeah, I kind of. It's been like 20 years, and like also it's like it's been only like 5 years since like the last movie came out, and it's like he's aged fucking 25 years or some shit. So I'm like, that. Thanks for not explaining that. And like Christopher Walken has also only aged like long enough for his hair to get a little bit longer, and that's it. And I'm like, what? Because like
he does so good with that wig.
Because, like, at the end of the second one, he's got, like, white hair, and it's, like, to here, and it's been, like, 5 years or whatever. So it's, like, already, like...
Well, he got a dye job.
No, but then it's just longer. So, like, he just... All that happened was it went from, like, his chin to, like, little past his shoulders. So it's been, like, 5 years.
I already have to pee.
Well, that's all that there is to this one. That's all that there is.